Did you know that up to 96% of children with autism experience sensory processing challenges that can affect their everyday activities? Today, let's talk about some essential insights on sensory processing in children with autism that are backed by key research. And stick around till the end because I'll be sharing practical strategies that you can start using right away to help children and your students thrive at school and at home. Hi, I'm Margaret from Your Therapy Source, and I'm here to provide you with ideas and resources to help children reach their full potential. And these videos are a space for conversation, so it would be great if you want to share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're supporting children with sensory processing needs in your own setting and day to day lives at school or at home. So let's get to the topic today and start by understanding what sensory processing actually is. Sensory processing is the way our nervous system receives, interprets, and responds to sensory information around us. This process is fundamental to how we organize and regulate our behavior in response to our surroundings. For children with autism, sensory processing can be atypical, and meaning they may experience heightened or diminished reactions to things like sounds, textures, or movements. So, what does the research say? Studies show that the vast majority of children with autism, like I said, up to 96%, experience sensory processing differences that can significantly affect their daily routines, social interactions, and even performance in school. Two models commonly referenced in research are Dunn's sensory processing model and Miller's sensory processing disorder framework. And to keep it simple, these frameworks help us understand different sensory processing patterns like over responsivity, under responsivity, and sensory seeking behaviors. One of the most important takeaways from recent research is the need for a collaborative approach. By bringing together insights from parents, teachers, and therapists, we can develop a comprehensive support plan for each child. Using tools like the sensory processing measure, everyone involved can gain a fuller understanding of a child's sensory profile and work together to create effective individualized strategies. That's just an example of a tool. You may choose other ones that you have found to be beneficial to help children with autism. So, for children with autism, sensory challenges can manifest in various ways. They might experience overresponsivity, like I mentioned, where everyday sensations like loud noises or bright lights can feel completely overwhelming. Or they might show underresponsivity with a limited awareness of sensory input, like not reacting to their name being called. Some children seek out intense sensory experiences, are sensory seekers, and that's spinning, jumping, or even chewing on objects as a way to regulate their needs. Recognize these patterns help us better tailor supports to these children. So let's talk about interventions. Each child has a unique sensory processing needs, so there's really no one size fits all solution. Effective strategies are built by tailoring support to the child's preferences, sensory thresholds, and specific triggers. Collaboration is key here. Parents, teachers, and therapists should work together to develop consistent routines and personalized interventions. It could be something as simple as allowing a child to wear noise canceling headphones or incorporating calming sensory breaks throughout the day. It doesn't have to be difficult sometimes. The real key is figuring out what benefits each child. So we can do this by collaboration. So here are some collaborative strategies that I was talking about that you can start using today. So the first one is communication and regular check-ins. They're so important. Sharing observations from different settings like home, school, and therapy sessions allows everyone to get a well-rounded view of the child's needs. For instance, a parent might notice certain sensitivities at home while a teacher observes specific challenges in the classroom. And therapists can then adjust their intervention plans based on these insights. And of course, communicating with the child as well. Another strategy is to create a sensory profile together. Tools like the sensory processing measure, like I mentioned, and others, can guide you in identifying a child's preferences and challenges. And with this type of profile, everyone can set goals and strategies that are consistently applied across all environments. And this helps the child feel secure and supported. And don't forget the power of routines. So, consistency across home and school can really make a difference. For example, if a child finds deep pressure sensory activities helpful, Both parents and teachers can incorporate these activities before transitioning to new tasks, as an example. And it's also maybe beneficial to schedule sensory breaks to help children self regulate. Simple activities like jumping, swinging, or using a weighted blanket can be planned into their routine at home and at school. Another thing that's really important is encouraging self advocacy. Teaching children to communicate and understand their sensory needs is an essential part of fostering independence. So, therapists can introduce ways to understand their needs and to express their needs, and can help doing this with students, parents, and teachers to support the skills in real life situations. Self advocacy can empower children to feel more control and confident. So, putting it all together, supporting children with autism in their sensory journey requires a holistic, personalized approach. And by working together, parents, teachers, therapists, and the children can build a strong support system that adapts to each child's unique sensory needs. This teamwork allows children to feel more comfortable and engaged in their daily lives, ultimately helping them to thrive. Sorry, I'm thirsty. If you found these tips helpful, or if you have your own strategies to share, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on supporting children at school and at home. Together, we can make a difference. See you next time.